Okay, hello everybody. Well, we're on spring break here, but if you are not on spring break, you are probably getting pretty close. And I don't know if you've noticed at all, but there has been a lot of talk, and probably with St. Patrick's Day coming up, about Emerald City. It's an eyeshadow color. And here is the thing. I don't think I've ever worn it. I don't even know if I've ever tried it on. It's a really pretty green color. And it just... I was trying to think of if I had a picture in it or something that I could share about it, and nothing. So I'm a first timer here, and I thought that a lot of you could relate when trying out an eyeshadow color, especially because this one is a little bit more on the intimidating side. So let me show it to you, and then I'm just going to do my eyes with it really quick. So it is a really pretty green color. Okay. So, and I don't know why I have not ever used it, but I think because it does have a little bit of shimmer in it, that I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes first with the NYX glitter primer that I talked about in February, last month before Valentine's Day. So I'm just going to put this on all over my eye. And I have blue eyes, so if anybody's out there and they're wondering maybe like what this shade would look like on blue eyes, we will see. Okay, so I am going to take my eyeshadow everything brush. I love this brush, and I've talked about this before on other eyeshadow tutorials, I guess if you want to call them, that I've done. It has one dense end. I'll just show you on my really white chest. For some reason, I'm not matching today, which I'm totally fine with that. But okay, so it makes a great backdrop for this brush. Summer needs to come and tan all this up. Okay, so, or I need to have my spray tan lady come. Katie, I'm due for a new spray. Alright, so this end is super dense. This end's a little bit more fluffy. Again, you get both brushes in one, so it's super handy. You don't have to, I mean, you would use these together anyway, so they're combined on one brush, so it makes it super great. Okay, so I think I am going to start with, and like I said, I'm just going to talk out my thought process on how I do my eyes, because I have never used this color. I know for sure I'm going to use Sabrina. That's my favorite highlight color. I like to use that up around my eyebrow and like in the corner of my eyes. I actually think it would be really pretty with Bright Eyes. So I am going to just take a little bit of Bright Eyes, and let me show you here. All of our eyeshadows are $14, and you can totally create your own palette. So you will have a palette full of eyeshadows that you love. So this is Bright Eyes. And it's just kind of like a goldy, coppery color. But it looks really pretty with brown eyes because it adds a lot of like gold, it like brings out your gold flecks if you have brown eyes. And it's really pretty with blue eyes because blue and orange look good together. And I wouldn't say it's an orange color, but it just has those coppery vibes to it. So anyway, okay. Do that, and I am patting this color on because I want to keep a lot of the pigment. I'm also using the dense end here. I'm going to try to do this just pretty quick, because honestly when I do my eyeshadow, I don't take a ton of time because I don't have it. Hey Lindsay, hey Elizabeth, how's it going? Okay. So this is Bright Eyes, and I've mentioned this before. You don't have to be totally perfect when you're putting on your eyeshadows. Now, if you this glitter primer though has some grab to it, so you have to be a little bit more careful than you would probably normally, but still, this will all blend out fine. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I think I'm going to go in and just throw in a little bit, because I have it here on my palette, of the Basic. So Basic is just like a matte brown, and I'm just going to use that color on the outside here. And then I'm probably just going to line it with the Emerald City. We'll see. Hopefully this turns out, but I thought this would be good because I don't know, I've never used this color, so be good to show you all my first time use. Okay, using that puffy side, I'm just going to go in with Sabrina, which is I use every time I do my 99% of the time when I do my eyeshadows. So it's just a really pretty, and you can see I've already hit the 10 on this one. Creamy, pearly, white color. You probably can't see it, but take my word on it, really pretty. And then blend in that top there. And I've got a little guy in the background playing cars, in case you hear that. He's looking at me like, I didn't do anything, because I said, okay, buddy, you're going to have to be quiet now, so Mommy can do this really quick. Okay, so now we're going to jump into Emerald City. So it's this green shade right here, and I'm going to switch, because I am lining my eyes with it, I like to line with a multitasker. So again, all of our brushes are double-sided. This side's super teeny tiny, great for like your bottom lashes, great to fill in blemishes if you have them. And then this side is more flat and skinny. So I like to use it because it helps keep a straight line when I'm trying to line with a shadow, which can be a little bit tricky. So I'm just gonna go in here. I'm lining it. Oh, it's very pretty, which I didn't have any doubt it wasn't pretty. And then when I do the bottom, I just have to be really careful. You don't want to get it too heavy, especially because it's in the middle of the day and I'm just putting on my makeup. Okay, I'm going to need both hands for this other eye here. Hold my hair out of the way. And when you're putting on your eye makeup, you really don't want to pull too much on your eye, like exactly what I just did. You don't really want to do that because you don't want to pull on that skin. It's so fragile up there and delicate. So don't do that. But it is really hard to do this on a phone, I will say. So like I said, all of our eyeshadows are magnetic, and so they stick into, and let me just show you. So they all stick into your palette. So it's really awesome because I feel like I could use a lot more of this color. Like I should have probably just done the whole eyeshadow look in this color because it is really pretty. It's like a really, turn on my light a little bit. I don't know if you can even tell. Can you see it there? Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, well I'm gonna have to do a whole eyeshadow look using the Emerald City. But I wanted to show you really quick. So our eyeshadows, now that we're talking about them, let me throw on some mascara. Hey, Mom. Okay. I usually love to spend some time on my mascara because I think a little bit works good, but let that dry and do a couple coats and you look like you've got fake eyelashes on. So if you're only going through one pass with your mascara, you need to go back and revisit it. So layer, let it dry, do another layer. I like the Emerald City though. I think it's a really pretty color. Okay. All right, let me show you the difference. So I had my Urban Decay Naked palette kind of came apart. My daughter had it. She likes to play with it, so I gave it to her to play with, and the glue or something gave way at the back of them. So I just want to show you. I don't know how many grams are in this Urban Decay shade, but this is a color that looked really similar to me to one of my favorites, which is Bend and Snap. So they look super similar. So this is the size of the Urban Decay. This comes in a palette. It's like, I think it's around $70 to $80. This is our eyeshadow. So do you see the difference in size in that? And they are super similar in color. This one's a little bit darker than this one, but this one's 14. And you're gonna get, and do you know how many of these that I even liked out of that Naked palette? Probably 6. I probably use 6 a lot. I've had this Naked palette for years, and you can see that not much has been used because this one just wasn't one of my favorites. I like it in mascara, so you can see this one just had a little too much purple in it for me. This one's more of like a neutral kind of cool color, but look at the difference in the size of those eyeshadows. And this is going to be in a palette where I like every color. So that's like the most consumer friendly genius way to buy your makeup, to like every single color. So anyway, I didn't even think that I was going to talk about that, but let me put a little bit of this on my hand here so you guys can see what color Emerald City looks like. It's kind of like a smoky green. You put a little primer first because the primer just grabs it so nice. So I can show you. Oh yeah, really pretty. And then I'll show you without primer too. Pretty crazy. This is on my hand, so again, it'll be different if it's on your eye. But you can see it is like just a really pretty. Oh, a really pretty, kind of like a smoky green. So just really pretty. And I lined it with my eyes. But like I said, if it were like nighttime, I'm gonna even put a little bit more in the corner here. I could probably get away with using this all over. So, don't be afraid to try eyeshadows. Don't be afraid to try new things. This was one that I hadn't worn before, and I'm really glad that I tried it. So, perfect for St. Patrick's Day. If you need a little bit of green, and green's not your color to wear on your body, you can always throw some on your eyeshadow. Okay, and also, I do have a giveaway going on. Easiest one you're ever going to do. Go on the post. You'll see it on our beauty group page, but it's on my Creative Beauty by Lauren beauty group page. But all you have to do is put where you're from and send in a selfie. Not hard at all, but I love to see who you all are and where you're all from, and because I just think this little beauty group thing is so much fun. So anyway, go do that and you'll win a new lip and cheek. Spring is around the corner. It's time to look into new highlight shades to get this all matching. And the best way to like freshen up your spring makeup is with eyeshadows and your lip and cheek, and so cheap to do that. So, and now I miss you too. It's time to go back to school almost already. Elizabeth, we need to hang out. Okay, all right. Hope you all are having a great day, and if you're on spring break, have an amazing rest of your spring break. Sleep in a little bit. All right, talk to y'all later.